So it's very exciting times at the moment here on the Smallholding. My wife and I have just put in a planning application in the hopes of building our own property here on the Smallholding, on our plot of land. It's something we've wanted to do for a very, very long time. Before we even bought the holding, we've had this holding getting on 20 years now. And before that, we were looking at moving to Wales and various small holdings and things like that. But we ended up starting a family, and work just took over really, and we ended up buying this plot and obviously not living on it. So we did move to a village just down the road, or only 3 or 4 minutes drive. But it's just not the same as actually being on the property. So we're hoping that now is the right time to do it. We've been kind of biding our time. Really, I've been waiting for my wife to give me the nod as to when she thinks was the right time to do it, because my wife used to work for the county council with all the planners. She wasn't a planner herself, she dealt with all the developer funding and that, but she works with the planners, so she knows her stuff when it comes to planning. And we've been kind of leaving it to a point where the local council where we are, they haven't met their 5-year plan, housing supply plan, and they haven't met their self-build quota either. So they're, by their own rules, they sort of state that they have to have a very good reason to say no. So really, it was early on this year when my wife said, I think this is our time to try. So, we worked on it through the early summer, and we got the application together. It's just outline, we're just going for outline permission to begin with, which means that all the design of the property, the layout and everything will come later on. But what we've plotted the sort of curtilage of where we want the property to be. So that is all this area behind me. So this is my track that comes in from my front gate. So obviously that's part of the curtilage to come into the property. And then this hedge line that you see here, this is like the sort of car park that I've left for when we have family do's and things down here. So the property is going to be just up on this bank, if we get permission, just behind this hedge, just up into the bank there. So we'll have to dig into the bank a little bit because it does slope. Probably where the property would come to, it would be about 3 or 4 foot of a cut out into the bank. So we're going to go for like a 3-4 bed property. Obviously, being a small holding, I need a workshop and everything, so we've gone for a big double garage with a utility room on the side. But the really exciting thing for me, really, we had a quote from Thames Water to just see how much it would cost to have the water put in. Now, the nearest main is half a mile up the road, and we paid £120 for a quote, and they actually contacted us and said, look, we're going to give you your money back because you're looking at minimum of £150,000 to just bring the water down to the roadside by the gate. So that's going to mess with our budget, really badly. It just wasn't something we could do. So actually, from my point of view, because I've always loved the self-sufficiency thing, we're going to look into rainwater harvesting and possibly a borehole. We have looked at the geographical maps, and we are in a place where boreholes can work. So we've got to get all these sort of quotes. There's no point in doing it now. We've got to wait to see if we get a yes or a no. If we get a no, we go to appeal. So we will appeal it. But there's no real reason for them to say no. We're not in an area of A and OB. We're not on any land that has any reason specifically why they should say no. We own it. There's good road access. It's not going to be viewed, the hill goes up the back. I've planted trees all round so it can't even be seen from the footpath or the road. Like I say, my wife has put a really good application together. We covered every base, so we just got to wait and see. But I just wanted to kind of let you guys know, and I'm just hoping if we get a yes, it's just going to be lovely to do a set of videos and you can sort of follow us along on the build. So the sort of house that we're going for, we're going to go for, they're like timber frames, so they're made in Poland in a factory, so that everything is airtight and the electrics, windows all fitted, and they come along and they basically crane it in like a puzzle onto a big concrete slab base that you have put down. So you have the foundations done first with all the utilities and stuff, and then the house is just plonked on like a big puzzle. And they're like super efficient. They come with the heat pump and all that sort of thing. So yeah, so we're going off grid with the water, and we're also going to do a full solar system to battery storage. So we're going to be completely off grid electric, off grid water, off grid drainage. So we're going to be in our own little bubble, completely unaffected by the cost or the rising costs of everything these days. The water thing is just obviously an issue, whether we can collect enough off the roofs of the garage and the house, but obviously I can put up other shacks and things to collect water that I can perhaps pump to top the tanks up. And worst case scenario, we have looked into it as well, you can buy a tanker load of water from Thames Water. I can just order it in and they can come and pump it in. So if we had a heat wave, 8 weeks long, no rain, and we were getting a bit low, we could just order a little tanker in. You know, so these are all considerations that we will need to fully cover should we get permission. But I just wanted to do a little video just to let you know what we're trying to do, and hopefully if we get a yes, there'll be some really interesting videos to come. But anyway guys, that's it for now, and I will let you know we should get a yes or no by the 17th of October, I think it is. The yellow ticket is up on the gate, telling people, you know, what's going on, what's been applied for, so people can put their complaints in if they want to, which I'm sure there'll be a few, there always is. But yeah, I'll let you know sort of mid to end of October how it went, and if we have to go to appeal or not. But you know, keep everything crossed for us, and here's looking forward to a really nice project to make our dreams come true here. So take it easy guys, and we'll see you next time.